Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't even trip. We got you.
All right, what's up, y'all? It's Don't Trip Podcast. Sean with another week episode. This is your host, David, and today we got a special guest for you. We got Mr. Marvin in the building.
What's going on, bro?
Yo, so my boys from London, we in the UK with it still. A nice Nigerian man for y'all. Gonna drop some knowledge, give y'all some advice. This is Advice and No Price. It's the show. We get fan-oriented questions. We answer them the best of our abilities. All y'all situations, all y'all problems that you're dealing with in your life. We try to get it. We're not professionals, so take what we say. Rock out with that. If we give you some good advice, everyone has different perspectives, which is like why we like to have different guest stars, different races, different people on the show, and it always helps to get like a different outlook on life, and just take what you want and rock with that. But today we got all these questions. We're gonna get y'all to know Marvin. He pretty big in the UK. Actually, I was asking people who I should like do a collab with, who I should have out here, and they was like, "Oh yeah, 3 Shots of Tequilla, Shits and Gigs, 90s show," and you was on the list for all that. So it's kind of dope to see.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out to UK people.
Gotta give your man some love. But before we get into the questions, go ahead and tell the people about yourself a little bit.
So I'm just Marvin Abbey, content creator, podcaster, events host, organizer, whatever, loads of things, man. I create podcasts for people, help edit audio, visual, all of that stuff in and around that genre, if you want to call it. I do all that kind of stuff.
All right.
3 Shots is a podcast I'm a part of. Began for 7 years.
Oh wow.
I think we're the first podcast signed to Spotify.
Wow.
In the UK. So we're kind of like trendsetters in terms of we kind of kicked the door open in terms of podcasting and showed people that this is something that you can monetize and get paid for. And so we kind of opened the door for the podcast scene in the UK.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Because I've always wondered, like I've seen Spotify UK podcasts. Like, do they just like find your podcast and then you have to strictly post to Spotify?
Yeah. So if it depends. So if you're a Spotify original,
Yeah.
that's like a Spotify only podcast, so you can only listen to it on Spotify.
Okay.
Nowhere else. So we were on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get sound, even SoundCloud, wherever you get podcasts, you could find us. Whereas when we were signed with Spotify, we were only on Spotify.
Okay.
So that's the benefit for them anyway, that if anyone wants to listen to you, they have to come on their platform.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And is it like a they buy out the show thing, or is it like you got time, you can like a yearly contract?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a yearly contract, so it's like they license your content for that year.
Oh wow.
And then that's it. Then every year it's renewed.
Oh, wow. See, I feel like most people, the States don't do that much. They don't sign as many as Spotify UK. Like I've only heard of 2 podcasts that are really like Joe Rogan and Call Her Daddy. Like those are the only 2 that I've seen.
Yeah, I know Joe Rogan's signed.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's deal was massive though.
Yeah, it was just giant.
It's a very big deal. But I
Yeah.
think in America, Spotify is not as big over there. Spotify is more of like a European platform.
I think so.
Whereas in America, you've got like Apple is big over there. Barstool's another big one.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got stuff like that. And Africa's different as well.
Actually,
Like Spotify's not really over in Africa yet. I think it just started. But Africa's again is Apple Podcasts, and I think they've got another platform that another guy, what's his name? Mr. Easy had. I think he sold it the other day.
Sold it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for like $1 billion or something, $1 billion or something. Yeah, man. There's money in this thing, man, if you do it right.
Jeez. So how long you been like promoting and producing and all that stuff?
Do you know what it is? When I started to edit my own, when we started to do a podcast, we were very like, we were one of the first podcasts to like say whatever we want. It was very unfiltered. So because of that, I didn't trust giving the podcast to a producer.
Yeah.
Because you might have left something in that might have
that
killed someone. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like learn on the job how to edit it.
Yeah, I feel that.
So while I done that, I just started to learn the process of editing audio, editing visual, and then I just got better at it. And it's been like 7 years now that I've been doing it. So
Really?
I can actually do it for other people.
Yeah, that's smart. Whenever our guests come on, I'm like, nah, if something does happen, I can edit that out because they be kind of worried about it.
Yeah. Because some people, the thing is, when we first started it, we used to drink tequila.
Yeah, I was wondering if y'all actually drink tequila.
Nah, not anymore. 7 years, we can't, man. The liver, bro. But when we started, we were always drinking. So sometimes in the studio, we might have said stuff or been in a space where we're like, yo, take it out. Or sometimes you'll listen back to it sober, or like I try and listen back to it with a impartial ear.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, like you might say something today and you're like, it's calm and it's
fine,
cool.
it's cool.
But someone's gonna get offended.
Yeah.
And what's okay today might not be okay in a year.
Actually,
Do you know what I'm saying?
especially,
So
yeah.
someone could just look at a clip and then, I don't like that. And you're thinking, that was a year ago. But
Yeah.
they're not looking at it with last year's ear. They're listening to it with this year's ear.
Yeah.
So I kind of try and look at it and do that kind of stuff with the content.
I feel that. And it's different when it's like, because I assume like those are your people on the podcast. So it's like, if I hear my boy talking, I'm like, oh, he's just talking how he regularly talk. But other people will be like,
yeah. That's another thing you got to be mindful is that it's not, even if it's not me that said it, it's someone else. Even we have guests sometimes that we have to like take stuff out, and then I'll just message them and say, listen, I've just taken this out because so and so. So it just depends.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Have you all worked with like a lot of people from the States or not?
Yeah, we have, you know. B. Simone and Megan Ashley came on the show.
Okay.
Keith Murray came on the show. That was like the wildest episode, bro. Like wild. Rotten Me came on the show. We've had loads of people over the years, you know.
Yeah.
If Americans are in town, then they'll just hit us up.
That's
Because
dope.
we kind of get relationships with like record labels and people like that, and then they just come in. But most of the people will be like UK people.
Mm-hmm.
So as you said, we've had Shits and Gigs on. We've had Tiny Temper. I don't know if you've heard of Tiny Temper.
I haven't heard Tiny Temper.
Tinty Strider, D Double. We've had loads of people on the show.
I heard like when I was talking to a creator, who was it? I think it was Maina. He was telling me how like tight knit the UK creator group is. Like I feel like in the US you got to go searching people, but are you guys like? Is it more of like a tight knit group?
Do you know what? I wouldn't say they're tight knit. You know, I just think the UK is smaller.
Oh, okay.
So like America's one of those kind of places that when I went over there,
Yeah.
for example, there's Finissa's podcast, but then Megan Ashley's podcast, but then there's B. Simone. Then you've got the Barstool guys, Gilly and them lot. Then you've got in America, you've got like all different podcasts that can thrive because the country's so big. Whereas in the UK, it's not that big.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? The population is maybe about 2 million, 3 million people. It's not that big.
Yeah, that's like a big city in the US.
Yeah, it's not big, bro. So
Wow.
people know the culture, but within the culture, you've kind of got to transcend the culture to be popular, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like white people, Asian people have to listen to you as well as black people.
That's understandable.
So in terms of the content, I know I get what they're saying, but I don't think it's that tight knit. I think there's cliques, as in people who work with each other.
Yeah.
Will be seen with each other, but then you've got like kind of cliques like that, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Cool. All right. That's a little background for y'all. It's different for the crowd in the US. We don't really know how it work out here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But all right, we got a couple questions for you. So we're gonna hit them. Shows don't trip. So after the question, I'll say don't trip. You say we got you, and then we try to hit the question. All right, the best we can. All right. Question is, do all guys categorize girls based off what they're wearing when they see them? Don't trip.
We got you. Why did I say that in an American accent?
Hey, it's cool though.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
It's mad, isn't it? We got you.
We got you.
Do you know? I don't. Do you know? Let me be honest. I think some guys do.
Yeah.
Like let me not lie for the camera. I think some guys do, depending on. But I think there's other stuff to it, depending on what she's wearing, depending on how she's acting.
Yeah.
Depending on who she's with. There's so many variables. I don't think it's just a case of what she's wearing, because two girls can wear the same outfit. If one's got like a certain body type,
That's very
she's
true.
gonna look different. So it's not just that. I think it's how she acts and who she's with and what she does.
Yeah, okay. So it's not just the fit. That's very true. I didn't even think about the same outfit type thing. Like it's not. They can even look the same, but if one of them is just like throwing it on the table versus someone sitting there prim and proper, you're gonna go after which one you're looking for.
And she's just a girl who's got a great body, for example, but
she's
she's just chilling in the corner, minding her own business, as opposed to jump on the couch saying, hey, and have it, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but even that, it just depends on what kind of girl you're looking for. Like you might want fun too, so you might not have a problem with meeting that girl because it's a fun moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's who you want.
So I think it depends on what you're looking for in the girl as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that I feel like the looks do. They might get the guy over there. Like,
100%.
They'll see what you're wearing, like what you're rocking with, and then try to make a move. But how you act is kind of what keeps them there, I think. Because like if I went to a girl and she was calm at first, and I was looking for somebody calm, and then she went and did a front flip over the table, I'd be like, I'm a little That's a little much for me.
You wouldn't rate that?
Nah, that'd be like, yo, you a gymnast? Like we could go work out together. That's about it. Like ain't no way. Hey.
No, I get what you're saying. I just think it. But I feel like people just talk and they generalize.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to be in that moment to work out what it is, because she could be with her girls and it's a birthday and they're having a bit of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So her being a little bit loud might be cool because they're having fun. But I think it depends on what she does.
Versus,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. So when that's not even a question, but so when you go up to, we have this question a lot, like go up to chat to a girl at a bar or whatever, what do you do? Do you just buy them a drink? Do you like come in with a main line? How you handling that?
Do you know, I don't really talk to girls in bars, you know?
Really?
Nah, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't really, in the current climate, bro, I just can't be asked, bro. Like, it's techie, bro, because you're hearing a lot of girls saying they party, they want to be left alone, they don't want to get bothered.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be that guy that is just bothering you, do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And also, because I've got a bit of like, I'm known a little bit, I don't want to be that, Marvin was in, you never guess who was bothering me today. Do you know what I'm saying?
It'd be like
you just got to kind of be mindful of like how you move in certain environments.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, maybe I might be more likely or more inclined to talk to a girl if she looks at me and maybe there's an instance where we cross paths, or maybe she bumps into me, or like something happens and you have a conversation, you feel the energy and it seems cool, and then you just keep it going like that.
Versus just going after.
Yeah, then just going out like, hi, excuse me, can I speak to you?
Type.
Nah. Because also, even if she wants to speak to you, you might have been the 5th, 6th guy that's bothered her.
That's true.
She's in the vibe where she's in the zone where she's like, these guys are bothering me. So she might even like you, but because you're the 7th guy that's tried to say, hi, can I speak to you?
Yeah.
She's going to say,
I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to get a drink.
Yeah, I'm trying to enjoy with my girls. Like, you leave me alone, and you're thinking, okay.
Okay, I was just saying, being polite.
So I'm kind of in that space.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think America's different though. When I go there, it's kind of like, if you buy a girl a drink, it's kind of like, that's your intro.
That's your intro, yeah.
Because even in New York, I was in a bar, and the guy was like, on the mic, if a can I swear on this? No.
Yeah.
Oh, if a nigga asks for your number, no, if a nigga asks your name, tell him your name thirsty. Like to say like, so me and my friends were like, right, what is that? Is that what the?
That's a mandate. That's a
I know, but in the UK, like you wouldn't hear that.
Yeah.
Like, tell me, if a girl says to me, what's your name? My name's Thirsty. What? Leave, man. You just
Leave.
off. You know what I'm saying?
Go get a drink then.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with America, it's a bit more table based. It's a bit more like, let's have fun. I'll buy you a drink. Like, come on the table. Let's party. Whereas here is a bit different.
It's more like, because you're right. In America, if you don't have a table, like unless you really with like all your friends, y'all just going stupid on the dance floor. Like it's not the same vibe as
Yeah.
table. Is it different here? Like everyone's having fun?
Yeah, it's different. There's certain clubs that you have to have a table.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, in the UK, like you call it what, Gen Pop, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Gen Pop is like most of the rave.
Oh, okay.
Like people just come to the party. They don't buy tables. They're just in the party to have fun and do whatever. It's getting there now though, where like certain parties, the tables are where like the nicest girls are, demanded with money. There's like a little hierarchy, so you can see we're kind of adopting that. It's coming into play more.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, when I was growing up, like parties was Gen Pop, bro.
I feel like that's how it should be though. Like it's cool to have a table and everything if you want to be more private, but like house parties and stuff, everyone was on the same level.
The same vibe, yeah.
That's, I feel like that makes for the best party.
But I think life in general, it's about hierarchy in it, and I think it's coming into play in all different facets of life. The car you drive, hierarchy. The club, hierarchy. The house you live in, it's like it's kind of setting people apart now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
we gotta get down back to earth someday. It's not.
It's getting worse, bro.
It is. But hey, shoot, hopefully get enough money to afford all them tables anyway. So.
Amen.
All right, the next question we got is, do guys get more jealous seeing a girl is happy or seeing a girl jealous not knowing what she's doing? Don't trip.
We got you.
So more jealous, like more jealous knowing she's happy, or if you just don't know it all, like you're worried about like what is she doing, whatever. Like,
but what stage is this at?
I think after the breakup. I think it'd be post breakup.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like you lost her, you didn't even get, like you couldn't bag type. One of those.
I feel like if you fumble the bag and you see her happy, it's gonna hurt you because
Yeah.
you're like, she's moved on.
I'm done.
Like I'm toast.
Yeah,
like,
actually.
she really don't care about like, me. But to be fair, I feel like either way, if you fumble the bag, you're gonna feel it. Because if you don't know what she's doing, you're still gonna wonder.
That's true.
But then if you see it, like that means you're not stalking her, but you're on her socials.
You have.
Yeah, you can't be on her socials, bro. You just gotta leave it.
Yeah, I feel like
Let it burn, man.
let it burn.
Like Usher said.
I agree with you though, because I feel like if once you find out she's happy, you know what it is. But if you didn't know, like if she was happy or sad, you'd be like, oh, she might be worried. She might be feeling how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But once you find out the happy part, it's like, dang.
But even her being happy, like people can put on a brave face.
Yeah.
So she can be happy in public, but really and truly, she might drink a little bit, then she's texting you, telling you she misses you or whatever. Like you never know, innit?
That's true.
But I just feel like I was gonna say what R. Kelly said, but I maybe not the best person to use right now. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel
that song, When a Woman's Fed Up.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
a woman's fed up, she's gone, bro.
It's done.
Like it's done, bro.
Yeah. Like we get fed up, we might come back. I'm not gonna cap. Like we just need a little time to cool off.
Yeah.
But once a woman's fed up, you really messed up. It's over with that. Because they're forgiving. I feel like women are way more forgiving. So if you actually reach the point of fed up, that's you kind of crossed the boundary.
But then with women being fed up, I feel like it's a monkey bar thing. I feel like women rarely give up and no one else is there.
Yeah.
If she gives up, that means there's like another guy around that she's looking at and she's like, you know what? Because women I'm not saying women don't, but women will really like leave a guy like that and have no one there and just be single. More times it's like there's another guy who's been talking to her, he's caught her eye, he's kind of
Giving her what she was
giving
missing.
her the energy, whatever you're missing or she's lacking, he's providing something like that.
Yeah.
So she's like the monkey bar, she's holding on to you and then she's like,
You know
reaching.
what? On the next one.
And she's like, you know what? She got a hold of it and she's like, Then she swings off into the distance and she's gone, bro.
And not coming back, you only go one way on the monkey bar.
I lie.
Turn around. So, hey, if you really think, that's hard though. Because as a dude, like I feel like we process it different. Like at the first month or two, where the girls is the one that's hurt, but like after that, that's when the guys start to get hurt. They're like, oh, like she finally moved on after this month or two. Like, did I move on? Like, what did I do wrong? That's when guys start to contemplate. Most guys, some guys contemplate early and get in their crying stage or whatever. But like, I feel like girls process it in the moment versus guys try to put it off with like clubbing, sleeping with other girls, all this stuff, and then it finally just hits you in the face for real.
I think I think it's true. I think girls are more like emotional with it, so their emotions will come out immediately.
Yeah.
How they feel will come out immediately, whereas guys, we're not as expressive, so we do have our emotions differently. We kind of just, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but then it will hit you later. But I think it depends on your options also, and depends on like if you've got other girls around, or like you're a bit of a player or a bit of a gallus, or then you might be able to mask it a bit because you just move your attention to someone else.
Exactly.
But if you did really love her or it was your only girl, then it's a bit different. I think it depends on what it was you had with her.
Yeah, that's true.
If you were just seeing each other loosely, you can maybe get over that a bit more easily as opposed to a relationship and you just getting caught cheating or fumbling the bag or you not being there for her or not being available. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. That's smart. I feel that. That's truth right there. But shoot, I really actually have more questions, but I'm not running out of studio time. But before that, so you said we got you an American accent. Y'all always do y'all try to practice those joints? Nah, it just comes.
Remember, a lot of the TV you watch is American.
Really?
Snowfall, Power.
You watch some good TV.
All these shows, you know what I'm saying? Scandal. Just trying to think of American shows. Billionaires. Or Billions, sorry. Like, you always hear the American accent. So, rap, Nas, like, whatever it is. There's always something going on. So you it's just, you just hear it. Even like the president, like Barack or Donald Trump, you just hear it.
Type.
So sometimes, same thing when I go to America, they always do the English accent.
Oh yeah, we do that every single day.
It never sounds the same. You always sound like, can I have a cup of tea? Like we don't talk like that. But to use because you process it like that, that's how you hear it.
Actually, when I watched Top Boy, I was speaking in that accent for like a minute. I could not stop. I couldn't break it. So I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, but I think what y'all like what you just said about the cup of tea. That's how we feel when like y'all do it as American accent. Yeah, because then like the other episode we had, like the girls are always like, oh my gosh, period, blah blah blah. I'm like, that's not exactly how
you say
yeah. So I feel like it's up to debate or whatever where you from.
A lot of girls do that over here. Like they're adopting that now as well. That period. Like, come on, man, allow me, man.
Come on, leave. All right. But hey, that's this episode of Don't Trip. We appreciate you coming on.
Cool, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Next time you're in town, you need to come on our pod.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
And I'll try and get the guys, but just to get everyone in the same place at the same time is crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you heard that. Might have a little London trip coming up again for sure.
Yeah, man.
But tap in. All my man Marvin's information is going to be in the bio. We're going to tag him in all the videos that we post. Check out his podcast, 3 Shots of Tequilla. They off the tequila right now, but you never know. And then go like, subscribe, comment, enjoy the videos, enjoy the more content coming. We making another move after the UK back to the States, but it's a different state than y'all used to. So we're gonna get some new people, some different people coming in. Me and Jay gonna get back in the mic soon enough. But we appreciate y'all tapping in, and don't trip.
I got you.